Good morning, all of you. I hope all are fine. So, today we are going to start the next part of chapter 8. In the last part, we have learned about the agriculture, fishing, and mining activities in Brazil. And in this part, we are going to learn the agriculture, fishing, and mining activities in India.
Is the backbone of the Indian economy. It employs up to 58% of the population and contributes to 35% of the national income. The return on investment from agriculture is much higher than from other industries. Apart from its primary role of providing food to human beings, agriculture fulfills several other important functions. It provides fodder for cattle and other animals. It supplies raw material to the manufacturing sector. The export of agricultural products brings in foreign exchange. Agriculture triggers internal trade due to its requirement for tools, fertilizers, and pesticides. Agriculture also helps generate employment in the tertiary sector of the economy, such as transport and retail. Despite its central role in the Indian economy, our country's average agricultural output is considerably lower than that of other countries. The continuing use of primitive farming methods and implements prevents agriculturalists from generating large quantities of produce. Due to the country's inheritance laws, large farmlands are often distributed among various heirs. This prevents the use of large-scale farming technologies. 50% of agricultural activity in India relies on the monsoon for irrigation. An erratic monsoon leads to a drop in agricultural output. The fertility of tillable soil has been depleted due to overuse and deforestation. The inefficient storage of food grains makes them vulnerable to destruction by nature or pest attacks. Most farmers do not receive a fair market price for their produce. This reduces their capacity to reinvest capital in their occupation. The Indian administration is taking various steps towards improving the conditions of farmers and the agricultural industry. Modern and perennial sources of irrigation are being employed to break the agricultural industry's dependence on the monsoon. The Indian Soil Conservation Board has been established to help devise methods that can prevent soil erosion. Farmers are encouraged to work collectively on large land holdings. Farmers are offered incentives and subsidies to encourage them to adopt scientific farming and modern agricultural technologies. The government has carried out several land reforms, such as the abolition of Zamindari system and the ceiling on land holdings. By protecting the rights of agricultural workers through strong laws, the Indian government has helped boost our nation's agricultural industry.
We know that India is known as agrarian country and agriculture is the backbone of India's. In agriculture, what are things will come under agriculture? It's not only producing the crops, it is including fishing, mining, forestry, etc. So in this part we are going to learn what are the importance of agriculture and how India is doing the agricultural activities, same manner fishing and mining activities in India. We know that in India, more people or majority people are doing the agricultural activities because of lot of supporting factors. Suppose in India we know that lot of plains are there, and the soil fertility, supporting climate, etc. are the main reasons for these agricultural activities. Why people are following these agricultural activities in our country. Same when we learn about Brazil, same here also in India also we are producing the two types of crops. One, it is food crops such as rice, wheat, maize, ragi, sorghum, etc. And same manner India is producing the cash crops such as coffee, rubber, tea, sugarcane, etc. India is a major producer of the fruits and vegetables also. Agriculture is very important because it is providing lot of employment opportunities. In India, majority people are doing work in the agricultural activities and they are contributing a lot to the country's economic system. What are the advantages of agriculture? It helps to generate employment. It is exporting a lot of goods and a lot of goods, and it helps for the internal trade. But the average agricultural product or the output, it is very less in India. What are the reasons for that? Still in India we are following the primitive methods, that means the traditional methods we are following. And second thing, almost the people are waiting for the monsoon. If monsoon is not arriving at timely, it will affect very badly to the agricultural system. And lot of wasteland is also available in India. So because of these all things, agriculture output is comparatively less than other countries. But the government has adopted lot of good methods for the development of this agriculture system. That is, government is providing the subsidies and loans for the farmers and modern techniques for the irrigation purpose. It gives an idea about how to conserve the soil and or how to avoid the soil pollution and the erosion of soil, etc. So the farmer or Indian system or Indian farming system in India is improving now. Now the second one, it is fishing in India. Fishing is also a major occupation in India. What is the reason? We know that we have very big or lengthy coastline. It's near about 7,500 kilometers. This we already learned that it is in the western part and in the eastern part. Western coastal line and eastern coastal line. Western coastal line, it is near to the Arabian Sea, and the eastern part, Bay of Bengal, is providing a good length and good coastline to India. So because of that, in India we are following the two types of fishing activities. First one, it is sea-based one, is marine fishing, and second one, freshwater, based upon freshwater fishing is also we can see in India. In the western Arabian Sea, we can see the coastal areas like Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Kerala and Gujarat. And in the eastern part, we can see West Bengal, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. So these all areas we can see the fishing activities well, or it is developed or flourished more in these both coastal areas. And in India we are using mainly the modern fishing activities, and the ship are using for the marine island, and small boat and small types of net are using for the freshwater fishing. In India, West Bengal is the leading freshwater fishing. Freshwater fishing we can see. The marine fishing is carried in the sea, and freshwater we can see in the streams, lakes, canals, tanks, etc.
India is largely an agrarian economy where a vast majority of people are dependent upon agriculture and related activities. The presence of large water bodies in the form of a long coastline and numerous rivers ushers in a third complementary occupation for subsistence agriculture, namely fishing. Fisheries not only provide food, but also act as a valuable resource in the manufacture of fertilizers, cosmetics, fish oil capsules, and in some instances, even to make leather. All this has made fishing a very lucrative industry. Fishing, as we know, can be done at two locations.
One is seawater fishing practiced along the coastline, and the other is freshwater fishing largely done in the rivers. Seawater fishing is a major industry in India. This is because India enjoys an extensive coastline of over 7,500 kilometers. On the west coast, along the Arabian Sea, we have Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, and Kerala that provide a favorable opportunity for fishing as an occupation. On the east coast, the states of West Bengal, Orissa, Andhra Pradesh, and Tamil Nadu are good for seawater fishing. Of all these states, the state of Maharashtra leads in sea fish production. Interestingly, the depth of the sea determines what type of fish is available. Up to a depth of 25 meters along the coastal line, we get sardines, mackerel, tuna, bonito, prawns, and pomfret. In deeper waters, further away from the sea coast, fishes such as mackerel, herring, catfish, and pomfret, large modernized boats and large fishing nets are necessary for sea fishing because the fishermen need to take their boats deep into the ocean waters to get a catch. Usually, the size of the catches collected from the deep sea is large. Freshwater fishing is largely done in rivers, streams, tanks, and lakes. In the states of Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, and Orissa, fishing is carried out along the river Ganga and its tributaries Yamuna, Gandak, Gomti, Ghagra, Kosi, Damodar, and the Mahanadi. Whereas in the western and southern states of Maharashtra and Andhra Pradesh, rivers like the Narmada, Tapi, Godavari, and Krishna account for the freshwater fishing turnover. Interestingly, the state of West Bengal takes the lead in freshwater fishing in India. Rohu and Katla are found in the freshwater of these states. Fishing in freshwater can be done with the help of smaller boats. The equipment, especially the rod and reel for fishing, need not be as sturdy as needed for seawater fishing, as the catch tends to be smaller in freshwater fishing. Even the nets used are much smaller than those used for seawater fishing. The government of India has set up the National Fish Seedling Program in order to assist the fishermen of India. Through this program, the fishermen are given modern and well-equipped boats that facilitate a better catch of fish. The program further encourages fishermen to use nylon nets and cold storage facilities. Loans and subsidies are also available for fish breeding. Besides this, the government has set up various centers for research and training in different parts of the country that have helped in the expansion of the fishing trade. The government measures, coupled with local enterprise, have increased fish production. This has enabled India to become a major exporter of fish.
Next one, it is mining in India. Here we can see a lot of mineral deposits in India in different parts of states, or in India we can see the rich mineral deposits. So according to that we can see, now I will show some of the pictures where we can see the mineral deposits in India. And because of these mineral deposits, we can see these particular places, lot of industries are also flourished, and because of that A lot of people are getting the employment in the service sector and in the secondary sector because of these deposits and the industries, or the establishment of it. It led for the establishment of a lot of industries, and it is leading for the improvement or the development of the country's economy.
India is fairly rich in mineral deposits. Some of the major minerals found in India are iron ore, manganese, copper, bauxite, mica, limestone, and lead. India is lucky to have an abundant supply of iron ore, a ferrous mineral. The main iron ore belts in India are the Sundargarh, Keonjhar, Mayurbhanj, Singhbhum belt in Orissa and Jharkhand, the Durg, Bastar, Gadchiroli, Chandrapur and Bhandara belt in Chhattisgarh and Maharashtra, the Bellary, Chitradurga, Chikmagalur, Tumkur belt in Karnataka. Iron ore is also found in the Ratnagiri and Sindhudurg districts of Maharashtra and in Goa. Indians are believed to have been extracting and smelting iron as early as about 1000 BC. The iron pillar at Qutub Minar in Delhi has withstood corrosion for over 1,600 years in the open air. Manganese, a ferrous mineral, is mainly mined in the Keonjhar and Sundargarh districts of Orissa. Orissa, in fact, is the largest producer of manganese ore in India. Bellary and Shimoga in Karnataka, Nagpur and Bhandara in Maharashtra, Balaghat in Madhya Pradesh, Udaipur in Rajasthan, Panchmahal and Vadodara in Gujarat are some of the other places where manganese is mined. Did you know that the presence of manganese in the amethyst gemstone gives it this beautiful purple color? Copper, a non-ferrous mineral which has non-rusting properties, is found in small quantities in India. Of the total copper produced, Balaghat mines of Madhya Pradesh and the West Singhbhum, Palamu and Hazaribagh districts of Jharkhand are the largest producers. Bihar is another leading producer of copper. Copper mines are also widely distributed in the state of Rajasthan. The Khetri mines in the district of Junjunu are particularly well known. The Statue of Liberty, located at Liberty Island in New York Harbor, is made of 1,79,000 pounds of copper, because of which it has withstood corrosion and weathering over the years. Bauxite is largely used to make aluminium. Bauxite reserves are mostly found in the states of Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Goa, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, and Orissa. Of these states, the largest producer is Orissa. And of all the mines in Orissa, the Panchpatmali mines in Koraput are the most important. The aluminium which is produced from bauxite ore can be recycled over and over. This essentially means that if we recycled all the aluminium available in the world today, we'd never have to mine for more. Mica, a leaf-like non-metallic mineral, is used in the electronics industry. It is mined in and around Ajmer in Rajasthan, Nellore in Andhra Pradesh, Kodarma and Hazaribagh in Jharkhand, and Gaya in Bihar. Mica is increasingly used in making equipment that face very high temperatures like rockets and satellites. Limestone, a rock mineral which forms the basic raw material for the cement industry, is largely found in sedimentary rocks. 16% of India's limestone comes from the mines in Andhra Pradesh. The states of Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan contribute 15% each to India's limestone production. Since limestone is rich in calcium carbonate, it is sometimes added to chicken feed as a dietary supplement so that the eggshells are stronger. Lead is a soft metal and is bad conductor of electricity. The main reserves of lead are found in Rajasthan, Andhra Pradesh, and Tamil Nadu. It is found in smaller quantities in the states of Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, West Bengal, and Orissa. In ancient Rome, aqueducts, or the large reservoirs that supplied water to the city, had a vast network of lead pipe. Today, however, lead pipes are not recommended due to the poisonous property of the metal.
So in the next part we will learn in detail about the industry. So I hope all of you understood this topic. So read your textbook, and the homework, you have to find out the deposits, which type of mineral deposits we can see in Maharashtra and in which all places. Please make a table and write it in your notebook. Thank you.